Good morning, everyone. I'm Neha Ghosh, and I'm honored to be the host for our first genomic workshop on molecular hematopathology. Next generation sequencing is not just a tool, it's a revolution in our understanding of the genome, transforming the way we diagnose, treat, and ultimately cure disease. To begin today's series of lectures, I would like to invite Dr. Nikhil Patkar to the stage, who will take us on a journey through the fascinating world of genomes and their alterations.
Thank you, colleagues. Without much further delay, to keep things on schedule, we are actually running slightly ahead of schedule. So maybe we can have a round of a small, short round of introductions, because the conference is supposed to start by 9:30. Pankaj sir was supposed to inaugurate, but he had some surgery to attend to, so he said he will. We're supposed to start at 9:15. We're on time. Okay, all right. So then we can have introductions in beach mein if I finish jaldi.
Hello.
So general idea is to stay on track. So we'll talk about the human genome and its alterations. So I did a lot of reading about the human genome, and I hope I can impress upon you what a huge task this has been for the scientific society at large. So there's this fantastic book. I don't know if you've heard of. I'm sure you've heard of the author, Dr. Siddharth Mukherjee. He's a hemato-oncologist, and he's a historian as well, and in Colombia, and has written this really fantastic book. The Emperor of All Maladies. But there's also The Gene, which is an intimate history, and it has a lovely story of the human genome. And you will see what a huge political endeavor the human genome was. And there's this very remarkable line that more and more the human genome, supposedly one of mankind's noblest undertakings, is resembling a mud wrestling match, and no exaggeration. So the Human Genome Project per se was conceived in 80s. It was conceived by a group of prominent scientists, geneticists of the time, most prominently by James Watson, and all of these scientists met together. They were egged on by the Department of Energy, which is equivalent to our Department of Atomic Energy. In the US, this was the Department of Energy, who said that yes, you should study the human genome, because they were interested in knowing what were the effects of radiation activity on the human genome. So they tried to bring scientists together. Please study the human genome. Please study the human genome. But it was science ahead of its time. See, at 1984, even the PCR was not really popular. It was maybe in Carrie Mullay's mind or on his logbook, or just ready. So at that point, this was science ahead of its time. But people still were thinking, yes, we should be looking into this. But they were not convinced. So there were several meetings: 1984, 85, 86. Then finally, the Human Genome